All right. Can you hear me? How are you doing out there in Happy Land? Frank Monday tuning in, doing sound check. All right. Let's get the sound check. Hey, internet sucks. The internet generally sucks. It's fucking dial up. It's all right. Let's just knock it out. Had a long day at work. I'm tired. I'm trying to keep an hour of my time. Give y'all an hour of my time. Maybe an hour to do everything. How about that? How about that? 1-for-1 exchange. The house coming at us. Deep in Twilight Zone, OP King. I got no response on my YouTube app on my phone, so I can't even check the sound quality. I'm just gonna have to get you guys to do it for me. Give me all fives out there in Happy Land if we're broadcasting okay. If you can hear me all right. Central Kingdom of the Celestial Dragon, Twilight Zone, OP King, far behind the bamboo firewall, and it's giving me a lot of shit today. Welcome, Wizard, Warrior, Wanderer, Wayfarer, and Wildcat alike, wherever you are, whoever you are. There it goes, it broke again. My VPN keeps breaking connection. Wherever you are, whoever you are, and whenever you are receiving this transmission, good evening, good afternoon, and good morning to all of you out there in Happy Land. Y'all good-looking, sexy people. I certainly do hope you're doing well. It is Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving Day. Let's get a poll going. Give me just a second, guys. All right. I'm trying to check that feedback loop. My VPN has reconnected on my phone, and it may give me a feedback loop here in a minute. Just give me a minute, guys. How do you like your turkey? I got it out there in Happy Land. Put it in the comment box down below. Yeah, I'm curious. Let me know how y'all good-looking, sexy people like your turkey. How you like your turkey? You like it with feathers running through the yard? Or you like it basted and broiled? All right, y'all. I'm trying to get my shit together. I got nothing feedback from the man over here in China right now. It's just responding. I guess I should feel grateful that even StreamYard is responding. That's all right. I'm trying to get it worked out behind the scenes, trying to do the feedback loop, trying to get the audio dialed in. I want to have a really good show for y'all. I tried to go out and buy a bottle of wine just now to have with my turkey, and motherfucking they declined my credit card because it's a foreign credit card, which I've been using for years now here in China, but which means I need to go back through all the security checks there on the U.S. side, which is a real concomitant because I don't have a U.S. telephone number active right now. I'm only in the U.S. 3 months out of the year, so when I go there, I just buy a burger card or whatever, which actually is not technically a burger, it's a prepaid card, 56 dollars a month. But yeah, so that's the situation I'm faced with right now. A bottle of wine for Mr. Frank Monday, just gonna have to sit there. When we get my credit cards all reactivated and shit, it's always just oh god, I wish they would just realize that I'm in China and I'm in something here. And I've told them, my bank, I've told them to put notes on my card. This card is mostly used internationally. That's it. I don't have a local account. I like to call it via US, because I pay taxes there too. So I put my money back in my US account, and I try to keep my account active and I've got property. They didn't even see my tax stamp this year. It sends out one tax stamp. I should have 3. They went to the right address, 2 are just fucking disappeared. So I'm going to contact them. House. And it's like they do this every year. Same fucking answer, same shit. Same bullshit every day. So what am I grateful for? I'm grateful for everything. I'm grateful for all good looking, sexy people out there in Happy Land. I'm grateful for fucking being alive. Another God-given day of life on planet Earth. I'm grateful for the turkey I roasted in the oven last night. It's actually the end of Thanksgiving here, guys. I do my Thanksgiving cooking the night before, and then I just heat it up, put it through the last phases, mashed potatoes, gravy, and a bunch of stir-fry dishes. Typically, the only things that I do that are Thanksgiving oriented are pumpkin items. I do pumpkin bread and pumpkin pie, and then I do really nice mashed potatoes and gravy, and then I do a boneless turkey breast. Baked in the oven with peaches, canned peaches, and cinnamon. Oops, turkey. Get that nice turkey on the turkey. Sometimes I can. But what do you do? You like your turkey? Gobble, gobble. Tell me what you like your turkey.
All right, all right, all right. I'm back in action. Let's see if it's working. Let me do that sound check one more time. I think I got it figured out now. I think I got it figured out this time. You never know, though. Frank Monday's always a day late and a dollar short when it comes to figuring out technology. That's all right. Just keep rolling with the punches, baby. Let's do that channel update one more time. Coming at you from the Central Kingdom of the Celestial Dragon, Twilight Zone, OP King, Frank Monday. I hope I'm transmitting clearly this time. Clearly and correctly. Or is it just setting up? Yeah, I've been setting up for the last 10 minutes, man. Let's see if we can't get this thing functioning correctly. Jesus, I wish it would just respond. Why are they playing games with me today? All right, whatever. Who cares? I am your Grand Wizard for the Esoteric Order of Dagon, your friend and well-wisher, Frater Francis Lunas Aristaeus of the OTA. Make sure you guys hit the likes and subscribe. All of that happy horse shit that keeps YouTube's algobots barking like Pavlov's dog. Woof, woof, woof. Make sure you go over and check me out on www.buymeacoffee.com. If you've ever felt gratitude for Frank Monday, now's the time to show it. Get over there, pull a something in the tip jar. So I got a reason to be thankful too, just like all of you. As you know, I like to start off each transmission with a little prayer unto God. Holy art thou, Lord of the universe, the vast and the mighty one, creator of heaven and earth, maker of all things visible and invisible, master of both the light and the darkness, he who was, is, and shall be. We adore thee and we invoke thee. Send us one of your divine spiritual agents, our holy guardian angel, to protect and guide us through the innumerable snares of the earthly sphere and a cleansing wind, to disperse all negativity and endless human opinion. Teach us those things which we must know for the completion of the great work and the glory of thine ineffable name, Adonai. So it is commanded and confirmed. So mote it be. Amen. All right, good magic. Good magic. Get that adoration out there. Guys, we're on a mad drive to get to 1,000 subs. So get out there, sub a friend. Share a video, secretly get in there and sub your grandma. Whatever it takes to get us to 1,000 subs, because if I benefit, you benefit as well. All right. Like this microphone I bought specifically from some of the donations I got at buymeacoffee.com. It's actually the third microphone I bought, because even I buy a microphone, I can't figure out how to use it correctly. I've tried to hit the like button on my video right now, and it's not even doing it, man. Nothing's responding on the internet right now. Error, please try again. Error, please try again. My credit card's giving errors. My internet's giving errors. Everything's just errored. It's error-ridden. I used to always make a joke about everything in life. I was like, well, you know, everything in life, none of it's perfect. It's all broken. If it wasn't broke, it wouldn't work, right? If you've achieved perfection, then you just linger in a state of complete inertia. Now it looks like I got a fucking phone call coming in. Are you serious? Oh my God. Give me a second, guys. All right, all right, all right, all right. I'm back, guys. What's happening? Hey, there's like some action out there in Happy Land. Yeah, Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to you, Mary. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody out there in Happy Land. Sorry about the all the interruptions. There's just no way around it. Being in China and broadcasting from the Central Kingdom of the Celestial Dragon and here in Twilight Old Peking, there ain't no fucking way around it. All right, we got the yos coming in from Miss Mary. She's out there in Happy Land. Yo, yo, yo. Give me them yos. You guys know that I put the fucking lead in my pencil, the pep in my step. Got a little smiley face here. Good to see Mary. I gave you the likes, broski. Thank you for that. Endless human opinion. That's right. Get rid of it. Don't fucking need it. Get them out of here. Get all the opinion out of here. Who's here with me? I keep running in and out. Okay, good stuff. Yeah, we're in a Scorpio moon. We're going to talk all about it. It's good fun. I like it. The first 20 minutes, I was just setting up, man. I was trying to figure shit out. I was trying to roll with the punches, trying to get my internet working correctly, trying to get my microphone working correctly, man. It's just one thing after another. Then as soon as I got everything dialed in, the phone starts ringing. You got some people calling me saying, hey, you know, can we come over and eat some of that turkey? We know you make the best turkey in China. And I was like, damn, all right, come on over. So I got a couple hours here before my dinner guests arrive for my turkey dinner. It is 7 p.m. in the Central Kingdom of the Celestial Dragon. And I'm beat up from the feet up. Had a long day at work, but that's all right because I decided I wanted to go live no matter what the obstacle. So do thou will shall be the whole of the law. If you will something to be done, get it done. That's what do thou wilt means. It doesn't mean, a lot of people think, oh yeah, do thou will, do what thou will. They think it just means do whatever the fuck you want. That's not true. That's not at all true. Do thou will means that when you will something to be done, you get it done no matter what the obstacle. All right? Y'all good looking, sexy people. You should know what's going on with that. You guys should know your Thelema. You should know your magic. We got people rolling in, rolling out. Motherfuckers just don't give a fuck. All right, so I want to talk a little bit about the Kybalion today. The Kybalion. Kybalion. So good. I hope you're with me for it. I hope you're with me for all of it. Let's get this transmission underway. How about that? I think I'm going to have to go back in here and cut this video up later and get rid of all the happy horse shit that occurred in between. Present. Share screen. Select a window. It doesn't let me select a window. It only lets me share. It's all or nothing, man. It's just the entire screen or nothing at all. That's all it lets me do. What an absolute concomitant. And they want me to pay $50 a month to have access to the full StreamYard suite of tools, which I'd like to do, but then I've got no reliable way to pay it on even my US credit card. I don't know, maybe I could pay it on my Chinese credit card, but it just seems like everything's a hassle. One thing after another, just constant fucking roadblocks put up for no good goddamn reason. Can you believe that horse shit, you know? What are you going to do with all that? 100-day challenge, guys. I'm in it to win it. I'm on day 78, which means I'm in the 7th week here. So I'm working on my psionics, doing mirror gazing daily, trying to practice more mindfulness every day, doing the flame contemplation ritual daily, self-actualization, affirmations, magical mantras, getting it all done, man. Getting all this right here done. So get it done with me, man. Join the 100-day challenge on Buy Me a Coffee. Look, check it out. Let me show you what it looks like. buymeacoffee.com/Frank Monday right up here at the top. 100-day challenge, Pathways of Magic. All y'all good-looking, sexy people need to do is click on the Frank Monday, get to the Frank Monday, Buy Me a Coffee, Buy Me a Coffee, Frank Monday, and then go to the section that says Posts. Posts. Check out the posts. Opening of the Temple of the Esoteric Order of Dagon. Beginning of winter. When you arise in the morning. Got lots of posts. You want to scroll down to September 27th, 2024. It's gotten 60 views, man. That's good magic right there. Look, this one got 194 views. Memento Mori for Frater Tomas got nearly 300 views. Man, good stuff. Really, really, really good stuff. Click on the 100-day challenge, Pathways of Magic. Get in it to win it. Go through the first 6 weeks. Catch yourself up with week 7. and start getting ready for week 8, man. This is week 8 right here. But we're in week 7. So get your week 7 work done, and then you'll be winning it for sure. Okay, I better not be flipping around. I had to reboot a second. Let me drop this real quick and organize my windows. Get my windows organized, y'all. Good looking, sexy people out there in happy land. I know you guys are in it to win it too. Man, look at how slow my fucking buttons are responding. Miss Mary Moon says, I'm terrible at the 100-day challenge. Sorry. No, yeah, not to worry, man. It's just a thing I do. I'm just inviting people to do it along with me if they want. But it's not everybody can do their own 100-day challenge. The idea of a 100-day challenge is the way to get at it. Doesn't matter. I know you've been hard at it doing a 100-day challenge. You've been doing a 100-day challenge on gardening, like learning to garden and doing all your good gardening stuff, man. I need to do a 100-day garden challenge too. Get in the garden every day for 100 days. You sound like a radio personality. I didn't say it in that tone. No, I got you. Sometimes it's hard to read subtexts from chats. And I don't think you've ever come on the chat live, have you, Miss Mary Moon? You should come on my chat live and chit chat with me for Turkey Day. You guys ready for Turkey Day, man? Get your turkey out of the oven, man. Get your turkey down naked and baste it with some peaches and cinnamon. Help us complete your purchase. We'd like to confirm your identity to complete a $10 purchase at WeChat Tencent using your card, blah, blah, blah. Please select a contact method below to receive your ID code. Yeah, I wish it was that fucking easy, you assholes. I don't have the phone that I registered that with anymore. Rejected by your bank. Please contact the bank service for more details. Contact customer service. International card restrictions. If you fail to pass authentication according to instructions provided by your bank, it may be because the bank believes that the current behavior is abnormal, contains abnormal risks because of the information you entered. Blah, blah, blah. What garbage. Now they're going to fucking deactivate my one goddamn good credit card. And I got to go through the whole horse shit. Look, two transactions went through. My first transaction went through. International car fee waived by Weixin. That's nice of them. My second transaction went through. And then my third transaction got denied. What absolute garbage. That's okay. I'll just keep rolling with the punches. Keep my nose to the grindstone. Try to get it reactivated. I might actually have to wait until I come back out to the U.S. this summer to get all my bank cards reactivated. What a bunch of garbage, though. I thought, going home and setting up accounts and making sure everything was secured in the U.S. that I would be good to go. Letting the bank know that my full intention for getting these cards was to keep my credit score active. My credit score is awesome. It's like 840. But I wanted to keep it active and keep building it, maybe get it even higher. I think 900's the max on your credit score. But, it makes it easier for getting anything you need in the future. Car loans, home loans, any of that kind of stuff if you need it. Yeah, fucking China. Bunch of horse shit over here. I can't talk now, though, because it's 7 a.m. here. Everybody's sleeping. Yeah, I hear you. There's nothing wrong with that. I have to broadcast when I'm able to, so I go on after work. I get off work at 6:30 sometimes, and now it's 7, and then I've got until 9. My kids get off class at 9:20, so I've got until like 8:30 or so to get shit ready for them to come back. And then the wife is living in the city Monday through Friday. She keeps the downtown apartment, and I live out at the academy. Built a wigwam frame, so I'm good. Yeah, I saw that wigwam frame. You said you were going to use it for a sweat tent, but according to Chinese medicine, you shouldn't be sweating in the winter. So don't go out there getting butt naked in your sweat lodge in the middle of winter. That wouldn't be good for you. The reason it is because the heavy sweating will open all the pores on the body. And then if you go out, like if you get wind, any kind of wind breezes against you during the winter while your pores are open, it can really injure your like yuan qi, your original energy. Yeah, but it's Chinese. Yeah, it doesn't matter if you're Chinese or not. It's just the human physical body. They're all pretty much the same. Maybe the Chinese are a little different, but this advice, this wisdom applies to everyone. They use the sweat lodge in winter? Really? Yeah, well, let me know how that goes for you. Because if I get my head wet in winter and then wind blows again, still I have a headache for 3 weeks. Oh, they're in the sauna all year round. Okay, I don't know. Yeah, I guess maybe you're used to it. Maybe you grew up jumping in frozen water in the middle of winter, and it's okay for you. Um, yeah. Another prohibition, they say, when that same time when you're super sensitive to wind and cold water is after pregnancy, during pregnancy and after pregnancy. For like a woman, in Chinese gals will not take a bath after pregnancy, like not a bath in hot water. Like, they obviously got to keep yourself clean, but there's a prohibition against taking a bath for 100 days after childbirth because they they believe the body is sensitive and that it can injure not only your yuan qi, but like all the way down to your bones and your bone marrow. It will weaken you. It could cause a lot of problems ongoing. But yeah, if you abide by those prohibitions, and they're not based in superstition, they're based in medical research of over thousands of years that they realized women are very sensitive at that time. Um, Yeah, the Chinese medicine has the longest history of like scientific method, like practical application of their systems for over 5,000 years. According to tradition, it dates all the way back to like 5,762 years ago to the Yellow Emperor when they started developing those medical systems, and they kept records. I mean, they have the books dating back thousands of years anyway, in unbroken succession. There are Chinese doctors that can ascribe to an unbroken succession of 100 generations of doctors. So they kept careful records, and it wasn't up until 1949 they burned all the books. But they kept most of the imperial records. They just don't allow the average commoner access to it, which is true for everywhere. Like, you can't get in the Vatican unless you've got a PhD. You can't get in the Smithsonian, really, or access any of the archives or even the Library of Congress unless you've got a PhD. So I would say that's one good reason to get higher education, is that you can actually apply to access some of those old books. And even without that education, like, you wouldn't even be able to, it wouldn't really mean anything to you. You have to learn some of the older languages: Greek, Latin, Hebrew, Chinese. Yeah, Mary's still out there. Good to see you, man. I'm checking the chat. Western schools, the natural paths to learn Chinese. Yeah, that's a fact. You are correct. In fact, that was my goal as a youth. I started learning about Chinese medicine in my teen years, and I wanted to go to college for Chinese medicine. And I lived with the chancellor of Yosan University, the largest university of traditional Chinese medicine in America, probably in the Western world. And the chancellor was Master Ni Huaqing, man, and I became his apprentice. And he told me not to. He's like, don't do it. Nobody wants a white guy as a Chinese doctor. He said it just doesn't make any fucking sense. He said Chinese medicine is such a long, arduous path of study that really you got to do it for generations before you can become successful. He said you could do it, but don't expect to have success in your generation. He said, then you could teach your son to study Chinese medicine, and he could teach his son, so your grandson could achieve it. And I was like, well, I don't guess I'm gonna waste all my time taking that path. If my kids want to study it, then that's cool. But I gave up. I think he was right too. I did an internship at his hospital because he's also got a clinic, and I did an internship at his clinic, and I figured out pretty quick that I didn't really like hanging around or working with sick people. I like being with healthy, strong people out in the world and getting it. Yeah, and so when you're hanging around sick people all day, it's kind of a bummer. But yeah, I tip my hat to doctors out there. I do have a brother who studied 12 years in medical school. Funny thing is, he told me the way the Western medical system works is that he could teach me to be a general practitioner in 6 weeks. He said, I could teach you after 12 years of study. He said, I could teach you the practical working knowledge in 6 weeks to have you to be a suitable, perfectly acceptable doctor. So a lot of that time is wasted. You know, it's just money. They're just filching money out of people, fleecing them out of their treasure, their time and their treasure. Let's get back into it. Let's check that zodiacal calendar. Oh, no. Okay. Add to stage. Click on that button. Flip around a little bit. I got to make sure these windows are working correctly, man. I got it all over the place. Make sure this shit is in it to win it. Yeah, that works. Okay, let's get in it and have a look. Our astro calendar today, guys, is looking like this. Not sure if you guys can see that yet or not. Can you see the window? My test loop is really far behind because the internet's responding so poorly for me today. So my test loop for my YouTube echo box is just not. It's like 2 minutes, 3 minutes behind. I can't tell if my windows are working or if my voice is coming through to you. Let me see what it looks like here. Okay, that looks like that's working. Okay, yeah, it looks like it is working. So I am on the 28th, Thursday, November 28th, 2024. And it says that for me, it's Thanksgiving Day, according to the American calendar. It says that we had transited from Libra into Scorpio yesterday at 7:21 p.m. And yeah, so we're in Scorpio right now. We've got a Scorpion moon. Our moon should be getting close to last quarter balsamic. Yeah. Is it a balsamic moon right now? An unfavorable time for beginning something new, but favorable for closing something, putting it behind us, endings in general. A time for personal reflection and tying up loose ends. With that in mind, what are you guys happy for? Do you guys have Thanksgiving a month early in Canada, right? Hey, Russian lads in the ideas room. Good to see you, Russian lad. I hope you are doing well. Yes, indeed, Russian lad, wherever you are, whoever you are, and whenever you may be receiving this transmission, wishing you well on Turkey Day. Gobble, gobble, gobble. Yeah, balsamic. Like a balsamic vinaigrette, right? That's tasty stuff. Let's check it out. Yeah, good to see you, Russian lad. Welcome to the ideas room, man. Let me see. That's not the view I like. I like this one, yeah. Get that window a little bigger. So that's our monthly calendar. That's our balsamic moon. Let me stop that. I don't know why it's still loading. That's weird. Okay. And let's look at Scorpio. So with the moon in Scorpio, we're going to have all of those wonderful influences of Scorpio. Look at all these pop-up windows getting in the way. You can't even close them. It's so annoying. Pop-up windows are just the most annoying thing ever. Don't you agree with me, guys? The fucking Google Chrome notes, Firefox by Mozilla. Well, I don't even know what this browser's called. It's called Mozilla Firefox. That's right. It's supposed to have the least amount of problems with malware, but it seems to do it anyway. So the moon is highlighting the zodiacal sign of Scorpio right now. Scorpio, it says, is deep and passionate and a mystery to most. So deep, passionate, mysterious Scorpio. And do any of you have any of your planetary or star influences in Scorpio? I, like Miss Mary Moon, have my sun in Pisces and my moon in Scorpio, if I recall correctly, which is good fun. Scorpio's correspondence is the tarot card of death, the Great Transformation. The 13th letter of the alphabet is M for memento mori, to remember death. So the death card. The glyph of Scorpio is here. It looks like an M with a little tail on it. says the ruling planet is Pluto, but that's for new school zodiac, right? If you're old school zodiac, then you don't recognize Pluto as a wandering star. Yes, Frank, that's you and I, both Pisces Scorpios. That's right. I remember that. That's something I'll never forget, Mary. Probably just going to be cleaning all day. That's good fun, man. Yeah, good to do a little pre-winter cleaning, right? We're in the winter months. Pluto. I like to think of Pluto as a planet, though, a wandering star. I don't know. I've never seen it with a telescope. I don't know if it's really out there. But there might be something out there anyway. I don't guess it matters one way or another, really, to me. Ruling house is the 8th house, the house of intimacy. God, I had a girlfriend who was a Scorpio in high school. The most passionate love affair I've ever had. In fact, to this day, I'm still kind of in love with her. She wasn't my first true love because I had that one. My first true love was kindergarten, but that only lasted for a couple of months. And then my second true love was, I think, the 6th grade, and her name was Michelle. And then in junior high, I had my first like intimate sexual experience, and she was my third like true love, because the first ones were just puppy love. But my first official love was my high school love. Like, that's when we were bumping uglies daily, and there was real deep, not only sexual, but like everything about her. She was the whole package. Perfectly beautiful. We were we weren't really well suited though, but yeah, she pretended she was. She was a water element, so that's good. I'm a Piscean element. The color is black, so on and so forth. Let's learn more about Scorpio. Scorpio, it says, is directly associated with the underworld, so they're right at home in the darkest of places. It's not about dwelling here forever. Scorpio is all about transformation. Their ultimate goal is to bring all that is hidden into light. I guess that's why I work so hard as a teacher of esoteric knowledge, because I'm trying to bring forward the hidden information for the masses, which the sages and the gatekeepers warn that that's not good. Scorpio thrives in a world of passion, depth, questions, and answers. The Scorpion isn't interested in what's sitting right on the surface. They want to dig deep to get to the real treasure that lies beneath it all. Intense and steadfast, this sign's lifelong mission is to rebuild itself over and over again, creating, in the end, the most aware, insightful, and capable soul imaginable. That's really good, man. That's powerful. That's a powerful sign. Good to have one of your planetary or wandering star influences in Scorpio. I think that adds a lot of depth of character to a person. I'm pretty happy about my astrological alignment for the most part. It does make me a little wishy-washy, though. Poke Runyon of the Temple of Astarte, he told me that. He said, you're too watery. He told me that my astrology was, he said, you're too wishy-washy. And I was like, okay, everyone's got a fucking opinion. Says, this is what we love about Scorpio, that they're passionate and intense with a magnetic personality that draws us in. Sometimes it feels like they can see right into your soul. So that X-ray vision that Miss Mary Moon mentioned a moment ago. Scorpio's passion gets the best of them. They can become jealous and controlling. Very good. The advice during this lunar cycle of highlighting of Scorpio is to be careful of lashing out at others with your intense feelings, but also of hurting yourself by keeping too much inside. So you got to strike a balance. Is that even showing up on YouTube? It looks like it's not. What a crock of shit with this internet. It's such garbage. All right, so the Scorpion celebritards that we've got highlighted here. Leonardo DiCaprio, I would have guessed that. He's a pretty good one. I like him all right. I like Scarlett Scarlett Johansson. The rest of them can go suck a dick, especially this fucking witch right here. Oh my god, the cackling evil, the most evil woman probably in the entire world. I like Katy Perry too. All right. The rest of them I don't really know nothing about. I think Ryan Reynolds, I think he's Canadian, isn't he? And Emma Stone. Seems like they're both Canadians, and Ryan Gosling. Matt McConaughey too. He's like, I believe he's either Australian or New Zealand. They're all Jews though, aren't they? They're all UEUs. You and you and you and you is a UEU. Like Frank Monday's a U, a UEU, a YouTuber. Keeping it real on the YouTubes. All right, let's look at Scorpio's tarot card, the card of death, the ill-fated and unhappy death. Emphasizes the sign's connection to the transformative cycle of life. This card uses death in a figurative sense. Yeah, in a real literal sense, too. Don't fucking shit yourself. Death is death, no way around it. Figurative and literal. Representing ending of all forms, relationships, projects, phases, ideas, and even life itself. Scorpio utilizes this concept of impermanence and transience to continually grow, like walking through a liminal space, being trapped in the back rooms, often killing off the ventures, activities, or relationships in its life that no longer serve them to make room for something new. Yeah, I do that sometimes. I intentionally burn bridges so that I'm forced to seek out building new ones. The Death card tells us that some things must rest in peace to allow new opportunities to enter our life. Also, Scorpio is the start of autumn, right? So that really signals the coming winter death cycle that we're in it to win it right now, man. This is fucking, we're looking up, we're approaching midwinter really soon. The solstice, according to the Chinese lunar solar calendar, is midwinter. Scorpio's symbol. Ouch, that stings, it says. Let me get back over here and check to make sure you guys are doing all right out in happy land. Yeah, this is YouTube. I'm on YouTube because I'm a Jew. I'm a Jew. I'm a U. What can you do when your world's invaded by a reggae junkie Jew? All hail the great, vast and mighty one, Yud-Heh-Vah-Heh, Yahweh, Yahweh, Jehovah, the great Abrahamic Father God in the sky, with his white beard and his Caucasian sandaled feet stepping on your face. Yeah, it looks like we've got a visitor here in YouTube. We've got Queen. Guys, don't pay any attention to Queen Stefan, the leader of Team Evil and the Insanity Machine. He's an unhinged figure. Homie's got a lot of fucking problems. He's I don't know what's up with him, but he admits he says of himself that he's schizophrenic. He's told people that. He's talked about it. He says that he's a bipolar, narcissistic, schizophrenic. So, and he's taken a liking to trying to 2-year-old style trash talk me. You've probably seen him on a couple of my videos. I like to have folks in the chat, usually Steven, but you're a bit of a piece of shit. So I would prefer not to chat with you if you're always going to be in that mind space where you're just oozing toxicity like a 2-year-old in a dirty diaper, banging your rattle against the floor, sucking your thumb, begging for mama to get you out of that dirty diaper. It's sad that your mom abandoned you, bro, and she won't change your diapers anymore. But at what are you pushing 60 now? At 60, you should probably be able to change your own fucking diapers. You know what I'm saying? Don't just sit around in a shitty diaper 24/7 because it's a fucking nightmare. I can only imagine the nightmare of the people around you that have to experience that horse shit. Miss Mary Moon says, yeah, I think I have that person blocked. And they have me blocked before I was mad, I guess. Fuck, I can't block them. Okay. Yeah, I don't believe in necessarily blocking people even when they're vile trash. Who cares, right? Just let them fucking tire themselves out being absolutely like single purposed, broken record, nothing fun to say, just the same stupid horse shit over and over and over again. Absolutely inane, asinine, zero level of intelligence, low IQ. He's a low IQ individual. So the zodiac sign of Scorpio is represented by the scorpion, and its glyph depicts the sharp stinger of the scorpion in its pointed arrow. Though the scorpion is small, it has an armored body and a mighty stinger that were designed for defense. Much like Scorpio, the scorpion's natural weaponry allows it to survive and thrive alone in dark or uncomfortable situations. The scorpion is a complex creature that would rather kill itself than be killed. Kill or be killed. Just like Scorpio's self-reflective desire to transform and recreate itself over and over and over again. Okay, fine, I don't boot him just because I gave him a 5 minutes of time. Thank you for that, Miss Mary Moon. Yeah, give him a 5 minute timeout just because you can. Yeah, it's kind of fun to see the haters show up and throw hate occasionally. I don't mind either way. I prefer people that have some level of intelligence that they can discourse, in a productive and fun way on different topics. But people that are just, they got their dick in the dirt, they haven't done anything for anyone in a long time, and they're just mired in depression. And so he tries to project that on other people. He's a low intellect, low IQ, never achieved anything type of person, been living off the teat of the government there in Canada. He's actually a fellow Canadian. He doesn't represent Canadians in any good way, though. Pluto, it says, is the ruling planet. What's the OG ruling planet of Scorpio, Mary? It shouldn't be Pluto, right? Because we shouldn't go past the primary five. Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Neptune, and Saturn. Those are the primary five, right? The planet Pluto harnesses its powerful and persuasive side as it rules over the zodiac sign Scorpio. In Roman mythology, Pluto is the lord of the underworld. You see, Queen Stephane of the Insanity Machine, he seems like a very Plutonian type, like trans-Plutonian. He's like one of those dark, otherworldly, demonic creatures that rises up out of your toilet when you're trying to take a poop, right? Like maybe you're taking a real big gnarly shit. You got fucking an ass explosion or something, and then his tentacles will come out and his head pops up because he loves the smell of sewage. So Pluto's overall theme of death and rebirth plays a significant role in Scorpio's life, creating a cycle of transformation and encouraging Scorpio's metamorphosis. Very good. So the old school, okay, so Mars rules over Scorpio in the old school astrology. Good. You can get there without Pluto. Yes, thank you. Thank you. The feminine side of Mars. Wow, that's interesting. Must be like the dark side of Mars, huh? Or to think of it in a feminine way of Mars. That's a more interesting way. All right, let's go on. It says its ruling house is the 8th house of intimacy. The 8th house is a representation of the things that we share deeply with others, like secrets, values, and physical intimacy. Scorpio has never been interested in superficiality. By sharing and relating with others in these more profound ways, Scorpio sets deep roots that help them thrive in everyday life. Very good. The element is water. The element of water flows consistently and powerfully through the zodiac. Scorpio's passionate and emotional ways spring from the water element's uncontrollable habit of prioritizing feelings in their daily lives. Like rich underground water that has become purified by the Earth's minerals, Scorpios are capable of soul transformation by searching deep within themselves. Very nice. Very good. Guys, you're going to have to give me a 2-minute break. And in fact, in order to make the 2-minute break a little bit more enjoyable, I am going to throw on this.
A mystical text attributed to the mysterious Hermes Trismegistus is a cornerstone of Hermetic philosophy. It encapsulates the essence of ancient wisdom in a way that has resonated through the ages, offering profound insights into the nature of reality and the mind's power over it. To understand how to use the Kybalion to instantly shift your reality, we must delve into its teachings with an open mind and a willing heart. The Kybalion outlines 7 Hermetic principles that govern the universe: mentalism, correspondence, vibration, polarity, rhythm, cause and effect, and gender. Each principle acts as a key to unlock the mysteries of existence, revealing how our thoughts, emotions, and actions shape the world around us. The first principle, mentalism, is particularly crucial for understanding how to shift your reality, as it declares that the all is mind, the universe is mental. Mentalism teaches that everything in the universe originates from thought. The external world is a reflection of the internal world. To change your reality, you must first change your thoughts. This concept is not new. It echoes through various philosophies and self-help teachings. However, the Kybalion provides a framework that connects this idea to a broader cosmic order. By accepting that reality is a mental construct, you gain the power to reshape it. Consider this. If your mind is the creator of your reality, then by altering your mental state, you can alter the physical world. This might sound like magic, but it's grounded in the understanding that our perceptions and beliefs filter our experiences. When you change your thoughts, you change your focus, and in doing so, you begin to notice different aspects of reality. This shift in awareness brings new opportunities and experiences into your life. The principle of correspondence, stating, "As above, so below, as below, so above," reinforces this idea. It suggests a direct relationship between the macrocosm and the microcosm. By understanding the workings of your mind, you can understand and influence the workings of the universe. The same patterns and laws apply on all levels of existence, from the smallest atom to the vastness of space. This interconnectedness means that any change you make within yourself is mirrored in the external world. To put these principles into practice, start with introspection. Observe your thoughts and feelings without judgment. Notice how they influence your perception of reality. Are there negative patterns or beliefs holding you back? Identify these mental blocks and consciously replace them with positive, empowering thoughts. This process requires discipline and patience, but the rewards are profound. As you cultivate a positive mindset, you begin to attract positive experiences. The principle of vibration states, "Nothing rests, everything moves, everything vibrates." This principle explains that everything, including thoughts and emotions, is in constant motion. Different states of mind vibrate at different frequencies. Negative emotions like fear and anger have lower vibrations, while positive emotions like love and joy have higher vibrations. By raising your vibration, you can align yourself with higher states of being and manifest your desires more effectively.
Yeah, get at it. Nice to get those high-level vibrations, right? Yeah. So yeah, poor Steven. I'll address him for a second. He's not only low IQ, but he's also low vibration, which is, it's just sad for him. But it always kind of puts a little bit of bird shit in the soup. Like you could be somewhere having a good time, and his only purpose is to rain on your parade and try to put a little bit of rat shit in the soup, which ruins it for everyone. You don't want to be working hard all day to make a nice vat of soup and then have some fucking lazy asshole come over and like start flicking boogers in it, and maybe he's got his thumb up his butt and then he's trying to wash his hands in it. It's, oh my God, it's so nothing of added. He never has anything of added value. He's just a valueless, vapid waste of life. Black absorbs much light, Black absorbs light, much like Scorpio's dives below the surface to enlighten its own life. In Western culture, the color black is associated with death and rebirth, which speaks of Scorpio's strength of letting go and enhances its ability to transform. Scorpio is a fixed sign. As the middle sign of the fall season, the days get darker as Scorpio's fixed energy slinks onto the scene. Fixed signs are very consistent and self-aware, and Scorpio is deeply connected with its own intuition. When we start to see life draining from Mother Nature in the middle of autumn, we know that Scorpio's energy is strong. Scorpio pushes us through these colder, darker days, but reminds us that this cycle will always repeat. The sun will rise again. So it defines the cusp about 3 days before or after the sun changes signs. When you're on the cusp, you might find that you possess personality traits from your neighboring sign. Okay, that's nice. The cusp of drama and the cusp of revolution. So are you a cusp sign? I am not. There's Libra Scorpios and Scorpio Sagittars. Fun stuff, huh? Very good, very fun. Discover all that the world of astrology has to offer you. And there's a lot there, man. It offers a lot. You can get there without Pluto. Yeah, so Miss Mary Moon says the feminine side of Mars. And that's why the arrow. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. So you have like almost a combination of the two characters. The first one for Virgo, and then the Mars. So if you put the Virgin and the Mars symbol together, that gives you the Scorpio. It's very nice. I like to learn about the symbology of the sigils. All right, let's get it a little further. Let's see what else do I have to offer you here for today, guys. Let me check it. Check it out. Yeah. So I wanted to do a little bit of study of the Kybalion.
Engage in activities that bring you joy
booted?
and peace. Meditation, for instance.
What do you mean by that? Ooh, I was booted for a few. I've never booted anyone. Did I accidentally boot you? Did I accidentally push the button? I can't imagine that. How would I have done that? Are you guys familiar with the Kybalion? So for the Kybalion, we're looking at the first. It says here, let's get back over
Revealing how our thoughts, emotions, and actions shape the world around us. Mentalism, correspondence, vibration, polarity, rhythm, cause and effect, and gender. Each principle acts as a key to unlock the mysteries of existence, revealing how our thoughts, emotions, and actions shape the world around us. The first principle, mentalism, is particularly crucial for understanding how to shift your reality.
Yeah, so he says it's important to understand the first principle to shift our reality. Fools and Tools says Mitch. No, the Mister here unplugged my internet. Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry about that, Miss Mary Moon. That isn't anything that I had any control over, though, and I'm glad. Fools and Tools comes in and says much love, and much love to you, Fools and Tools. He says all is mental. Fools and Tools. That's a interesting name you have there, Fools and Tools. Welcome to the chat. Good to see you out there in Happy Land. We're talking turkey today, right? So I hope you're having a wonderful Thanksgiving if you do celebrate, wherever you are, whoever you are, and whenever you may be receiving this transmission. I'll do the old spiel on the channel here. I am your Grand Wizard of the Esoteric Order of Dagon, your friend and well-wisher, Frater Francis Lunas Aristeas of the OTA. I'm engaged in the 100-day challenge, Pathways of Magic, right now, and you can find out more about it at www.buymeacoffee.com/Frank Monday. Make sure you guys hit the likes and subscribe. Leave a comment on the video later. That would really help out. That keeps YouTube's algobots barking like Pavlov's dog. And yeah, that's about it. We are talking turkey today. So if you've got some turkey talk, let me know. Fools and Tools says that he's an Aussie, he or she, rather. I'm not sure. I shouldn't assume your gender. An Australian. So good day, mate. You put another prawn on the barbie for me. Into the abodes of the future. He said it's 10:44 p.m. on Thursday. Really? Are you sure about that? That seems interesting. So you're even ahead of me, because here I'm in Beijing, China, and it's 7:44 p.m. and you're 10:44. So yeah, you're already she is, he says. So I'm assuming your gender now. That are you saying that you're female? Are you a femme fatale? If so, welcome. Doesn't really matter one way or the other, right? You can either be a boy or you can be a girl. That's all there is. That's the way of the all mind and natural law. There is nothing else. So you might ask, Frank Monday, why the fuck are you here, right? Well, my general purpose is to try to alleviate some of the daily torture of the commonplace, and maybe I'll shine a light that will influence someone to be a little happier, a little sassier, or have a little more fun in life. And that's what I'm in it for. Oh, unless you're in New Zealand. No, I'm in Beijing, China. Twilight Zone, Old Peking. I want to share a little more of this video because I am trying to juggle multiple tasks right now, guys. So give me just a second, if you would, and I'll let the video play for a second.
As it declares that the all is mind, the universe is mental. Mentalism teaches that everything in the universe originates from thought. The external world is a reflection of the internal world. To change your reality, you must first change your thoughts. This concept is not new. It echoes through various philosophies and self-help teachings. However, the Kabbalion provides a framework that connects this idea to a broader cosmic order. By accepting that reality is a mental construct, you gain the power to reshape it. Consider this. If your mind is the creator of your reality, then by altering your mental state, you can alter the physical world. This might sound like magic, but it's grounded in the understanding that our perceptions and beliefs filter our experiences. When you change your thoughts, you change your focus, and in doing so, you begin to notice different aspects of reality. This shift in awareness brings new opportunities and experiences into your life. The principle of correspondence, stating, as above, so below, as below, so above, reinforces this idea. It suggests a direct relationship between the macrocosm and the microcosm. By understanding the workings of your mind, you can understand and influence the workings of the universe. The same patterns and laws apply on all levels of existence, from the smallest atom to the vastness of space. This interconnectedness means that any change you make within yourself is mirrored in the external world. To put these principles into practice, start with introspection. Observe your thoughts and feelings without judgment. Notice how they influence your perception of reality. Are there negative patterns or beliefs holding you back? Identify these mental blocks and consciously replace them with positive, empowering thoughts. This process requires discipline and patience, but the rewards are profound. As you cultivate a positive...
Yeah, I like how he mentioned there that one of the key aspects of understanding the principle of mentalism is that negative thoughts arise in the mind all the time. Like, they're always cropping up, and you have to try to work through those and reinforce more positive thinking. I mean, it's not just all about positive thinking, but good God, positive thinking, if you think it's easy to do, it's not. I mean, I don't know, maybe it's because of my astrology alignments, but I have to constantly work magic against doubt from within. Yeah, the thoughts, darkness, the dark night of the soul. I've been through a lot, and especially recently, like since the coup, since 2020, I've lost one of the closest people in my life every year since then. My dad, my mom, my brother, who's only like a year and a half older than me, my best friend Tomas. So like every year I've lost someone that decided to go the path of the jibber jab, and so they jabbed up and they fucked around and found out. And I'm not saying that's the cause. There's been different causes for each given individual, but it seems that it seems very fucking suspicious. Good. Yeah, you use some mental strategies here of visualization. Miss Mary Moon says she snips them up with the scissors fingers and throws them back to the ethers. That's a good one. I might try that. I use you guys know that I'm a Jew, so I use the Star of David and the God name Jehovah to drive them away from me mentally. Doubt of self-worth. Yeah, lots of things come into play, right? I'm stretching now. Good. Yeah, that's nice. I like to think about you doing your stretches, doing a little yogic stretching there, Mary. Frank's been through it. Yeah, I've been through the fucking ringer lately, man. I've been through a dark night of the soul for like every year since 2019. Just every year's gotten darker and darker, which is all right. It's a part of life. Like I always say, you got to roll with the punches. Keep the lead in the pencil. Keep your nose to the grindstone. Don't let them take the jelly out of your donut. Fuck it, move on. But yeah, there's been some hard times. I found out my house was robbed, and then my mom passed. My dad, my mom, kind of everyone. My brother, my best friend. Is anyone else? I probably shouldn't bring it up, because those things come in threes. It was mom, brother, and best friend year on year. And the house robbing and stuff like that. Yeah, so it just gets dark. But like the transmission said, you just got to keep driving away that negativity and moving forward. Trying to make good things out of your life and do better for yourself and do better for others. You can't let the crimes and darkness of the past rob you of your joy in this moment. Though it's hard to do. What I meant to comment is that, he says it, but it's easier said than done.
Positive, empowering thoughts. This process requires discipline and patience, but the rewards are profound. As you cultivate a positive mindset, you begin to attract positive experiences. The principle of vibration states, nothing rests, everything moves, everything vibrates. This principle explains that everything, including thoughts and emotions, is in constant motion. Different states of mind vibrate at different frequencies. Negative emotions like fear and anger have lower vibrations, while positive emotions like love and joy have higher vibrations. By raising your vibration, you can align yourself with higher states of being and manifest your desires more effectively. To raise your vibration, engage in activities that bring you joy and peace. Meditation, for instance, is a powerful tool to calm the mind and elevate your emotional.
Yeah, you're right about that, fools and tools. And the other thing is, too, I always keep in mind, I don't let it take me into the total darkness, but I always keep in mind that these things actually arise together. And according to the tradition of Tao, after you have a great rise, like good times, then negative times naturally follow. And so the key of the Taoist way, the middle path, is that you want to mitigate both. When good times arrive, you don't enjoy too much because you know that lower times are coming, and realize that the oscillation of human life is just like that. It's got its ups and its downs. But if you mitigate the ups, if you don't strive to get too high in the world, then you won't have to fall too far, which may seem like a path of mediocrity to some, but it's actually not. It's the exact opposite. Like on the path of Tao, you work daily towards building your Tao, your Qi, your Gong Fu, as we call it, your Kung Fu, your work achievement. And so even though the path is long and arduous, you don't walk it alone, and you walk it every single day of life. You get it done. You don't worry about the hard times because there are always good times to follow. And that's part of the equation too in magic, is that you suffer first. And when you've experienced great suffering, it means that you're soon going to get something really wonderful. So suffering prepares you for being able to enjoy. And the longer you live, the more this becomes true, is that the suffering is often followed by reward. So the suffering comes, the hard work comes before the resolution, the fruition of your goal. Hey, Rude Girl's in the ideas room. Good to see you, Rude Girl. We are listening to the Kybalion. I forgot the source where I pulled this video, but I will try to link it in the description box later after the video finishes.
State. Visualization techniques can also help you attune your mind to the frequency of your desired reality. Imagine your goals as if they are already achieved. Feel the emotions associated with that success and hold that vision with unwavering faith. This practice aligns your mental vibrations with the reality you wish to create, making it more likely to manifest. The principle of polarity asserts that everything is dual, everything has poles, everything has its pair of opposites. Understanding this principle allows you to see the dual nature of reality. Every positive has a negative, every up has a down, and every light has a shadow. This duality is not meant to be a source of conflict, but rather a means to understand and balance the extremes. When you encounter challenges or negative situations, recognize them as opportunities for growth. The law of polarity teaches that within every adversity lies the seed of an equal or greater benefit. By shifting your perspective and focusing on the positive aspect of any situation, you can transform challenges into stepping stones toward your goals. This mindset shift is crucial for altering your reality. Instead of being a victim of circumstances, you become the master of your destiny. Rhythm, the principle that everything flows out and in, everything has its tides, teaches us about the natural cycles of life. Just as the tides ebb and flow, so do our experiences. Understanding and aligning with these rhythms can help you navigate life's ups and downs with grace and resilience. When you find yourself in a challenging phase, remember that it is temporary and that a period of growth and expansion will follow.
Yeah, it's a good one. I tried to choose a Kybalion for study and of the three initiates, of course. But all of the good ones, like the Master Key Society, I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with the Master Key Society or not, but they have a really good one, but it's a 4-hour length video. Most of them are 4-hour lengths. So I've discovered this one. I'm not sure if I'm even subbed to this channel. I'll have to check it out and check my resources where I got it all and re-enter the information into the YouTube after I'm done. But they had just an 8-minute presentation, so I listened through it, and it's good. I think this is an AI-generated voice. I'm not 100% sure. I believe all of the art is AI-generated as well. So it's just a basic reading, I believe, of the preface of the book, The Kybalion. Yeah, it's good stuff. Good stuff. So good morning to you out there in Happy Land. It's actually good evening here. I'm at the end of my Thanksgiving. It is 8 p.m. Beijing time. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, whoever you are, and whenever you receive this transmission. I would like to remind everyone to go by and check out the course syllabus for the 100-day challenge on buymeacoffee.com/Frank Monday. That would be good fun. Leave a comment on my my vlog there. I can show it to you really quick. So I'm in the midst of the 100-day challenge, Pathways of Magic, and it looks a little bit like this. We've got you could go to the coffee page, Frank Monday. I got 13 supporters. That's really awesome. So I'm feeling super grateful for that. And I'd like to know from everyone, how do you enjoy your turkey day? You know, what do you like to have? Do you have a honey baked ham or a roast turkey or duck? Or I don't know what you guys have. Maybe if you're vegan or vegetarian, a lot of people don't even eat meat these days, which is very unusual to me. I couldn't really imagine living in this material plane without succulent meats, but maybe I'm a savage. So yeah, here we go. This is the fall 2024 course syllabus. Frater Francis Lunas, that's Frank Monday, and then Aristeus, that's one of my magical names. In the following document, segments of the course are abbreviated as weeks, but they're actually a 10-day. So 10 days makes 100 days. There are 3 transitions through it. There's 33 days of mostly looking at theory, 33 days of practice, and then 33 days of reflection. So in week 1, the first 10 day, it's all about these things. I won't go through it. I've been through it so many times, but I usually start at the equinox, and I'll do a 100-day challenge twice per year, beginning at the equinoxes. So this is our autumn equinox challenge, and I'm in section 7 right now on my 78th day, and I'm working on these items. Next section, starting on the 1st of December, will be week 8 for me, and I'll be doing these things: reaching out to someone in the magical community, maybe joining a new esoteric order, which I probably won't because I'm a member of already like 5 esoteric orders. I'm a member of the Universal Society of the Integral Way. I pay annual dues to them. And then I'm a member of an Order of the Golden Dawn, a branch of the Golden Dawn. I don't pay any dues for that, though, but I keep in contact with those folks. And then I'm a member of Bai Hui Ke, which is a martial arts institute. And then I am most recently a member of Poke Runyon's Church of Hermetic Sciences. His branch is called the OTA, the Ordo Templi Astarte, or the Order of the Temple of Astarte. And I need to go see them this year, man. I'd really like to. They have 4 annual celebrations, one for each of the equinoxes and solstices, respectively. And they are a really beautiful, wonderful thing. So if you don't know about the Church of Hermetic Sciences, you might like to endeavor to check it out. In fact, I may open a window real quick and see if I can look at their page. Give me just a second, guys. I'll throw that video back on while I check. Boop. My bad.
Grace and resilience. When you find yourself in circumstances, you become the master of your destiny. Rhythm, the principle that everything flows out and in, everything has its tides, teaches us about the natural cycles of life. Just as the tides ebb and flow, so do our experiences. Understanding and aligning with these rhythms can help you navigate life's ups and downs with grace and resilience. When you find yourself in a challenging phase, remember that it is temporary and that a period of growth and expansion will follow. This awareness helps maintain a balanced perspective and prevents you from being overwhelmed by temporary setbacks. The principle of cause and effect states, every cause has its effect, every effect has its cause. This principle emphasizes the law of karma, the idea that our actions have consequences. By becoming mindful of your actions and their potential impact, you can create positive outcomes in your life. Every thought, word, and deed sets into motion a chain of events that shape your reality. By consciously choosing actions that align with your highest good, you can influence the course of your destiny. Lastly, the principle of gender, which states, gender is in everything. Everything has its masculine and feminine principles, highlights the importance of balance and harmony. The masculine and feminine energies within us must be in equilibrium for us to achieve our full potential. The masculine principle is active, assertive, and logical, while the feminine principle is passive, receptive, and intuitive. By cultivating both aspects within yourself, you create a harmonious inner state that supports your growth and transformation. To apply these principles in daily life, start by integrating them into your mindset and actions. Practice mindfulness to become aware of your thoughts and their impact on your reality. Use positive affirmations to reinforce empowering beliefs. Engage in meditation and visualization to align your vibrations with your desired reality. Embrace challenges as opportunities for growth and maintain a balanced perspective through life's natural rhythms. Be mindful of your actions and their consequences and strive to create harmony within yourself by balancing your masculine and feminine energies. The Kybalion offers timeless wisdom that can transform your life if you approach it with an open heart and mind. By understanding and applying its principles, you gain the power to shift your reality and create a life of abundance, joy, and fulfillment.
Yeah, it's really good. Abundance, joy, fulfillment, and gratitude. One thing that always kind of throws me about most of the AI generated videos and things, even on YouTube in general these days, is that the speaker, in order to not create any dead air, because according to the science of communication on mass communication platforms, if there's any dead air, then people will tune out. They'll switch shows. They'll go look at something else. But for someone who's actually trying to be a connoisseur of the information and learn from the knowledge, you in fact need hypnotic periods of silence in order to digest the information coming at you. But again, the thing with all of these modern forms of communication, if they allow for any of that, like if they allow for any time for independent thinking, a lull in the transmission, then they'll get less viewers overall. They'll get less clicks, they'll get less engagement. But we actually need it. So let's try it in that manner. For example, if I say, take a deep breath, hold it for 3, 2, 1. Exhale and clear the mind. Relax. And then so before I begin speaking again, I have to have that pause. You know, that one was 10 or 15 seconds, but they can't allow for that pause in transmission, because any time people are channel surfing or coming across the transmission, if there's a dead point, they may or may not stick. So just statistically based, they have to constantly talk with an endless flow of consciousness and ideas. And the ones that can only garner the most relevance over time are those that are prepared in advance and then shot and clipped together and very careful editing. But that makes it so that you're just constantly consuming data without breaks in order to be able to process said data. This is a perfect example of it. All right, let's listen again.
Remember that change begins within. As you transform your inner world, the outer world will naturally follow. Embrace the teachings of the Kybalion, and you will discover that you are the master of your destiny, capable of creating the reality you desire.
Here's an example of a good pause point here. It says, the lips of wisdom are closed except to the ears of understanding. And contemplate that for a moment. Let's look at this. Rude Girl says, if you said anything at me, I didn't hear you. I rescued a kitty last night. Now he's mine. So I'm settling an outside kitty into being an inside kitty. Is this Christopher Lee? Yeah, it does sound like Christopher Lee, doesn't it? Interesting you should mention him. And he did a vampire movie that actually was very good. I don't remember exactly like the name of it or when it was set. Maybe it was just a rendition of Dracula. I'll have to look into that. But it was really, really good. And yeah, I think you're right. Now that you mention it, I can picture his face according to that voice. That sounds deeply accurate. But I would have to look into it. It's been a long time since I've come across any of that type of material. But yeah, that voice sounds very distinctive, very into the occult. Very good. Let's hear a little more. I think it's pretty much finished here. Yes, indeed. Excellent. Okay, so the next thing I wanted to do was if you have your tarot cards and you take out the 13th card of the major arcana, the death card, Memento Mori, then it will aid you. I had a PDF ready with it. Let me see if it's working. Give me just a second, guys, to look around and organize something real quick. So let's see here, a little daydreaming. I remind you to hit the like and subscribe, all that fun stuff that makes YouTube function correctly. And I do have a short task I need to attend, so give me a couple minutes. I'll be right back. right over there. Right. And I'm back. I had a couple tasks I had to take care of really quick, guys. I think most have headed into the abodes of the future. Good luck to all of you who do, and thank you for coming by. Rude Owl, Mary Moon. She says Christopher Lee loved the occult, and Edgar Allan Poe, and well wishing for the day. Very good. Thank you for that. And yeah, Poe. I wonder who influenced Poe. Maybe someone should look into that. I might have in the past, but I can't recall off the top of my head right now. But Edgar Allan Poe deeply influenced Howard Philip Lovecraft, who was both of whom were influences on Stephen King, which I read a little of his stuff, but I was never into those kinds of novels when I was young. I was into more fantasy and sci-fi. And sci-fi fantasy, of course, as well. Lovecraft and Poe, both wonderful. I've read them in my later days, high school and through college, and then a lot actually later on, like a decade after university. I rediscovered them and read it all again prior to anyone else getting really that interested in the mainstream, which I found interesting, because my study of it coincided with a certain huge interest in the mainstream all throughout of the same characters, which there's always been a lot from the beginning, but there was a cycle, definitely. As all things are cyclical. We've got another section here, okay, and so I wanted to look at it this way for you really quickly. Let's see here, the death card for Scorpio. Yes, so if you are still with me at this time, take a deep breath and hold for 3, 2, 1. Command yourself to relax. You could choose an eye fixation point across from you, or you could close your eyes gently if you prefer and envision a sigil, maybe the X and the 3 eyes for the number 13, or a death set, a memento mori on a black background, or perhaps the white lily. You can imagine the imagery of the tarot card from any deck that you enjoy. And again, command yourself to relax. Command your inner eyes to be aware and in tune. Every sound you hear, whether it be the sounds around you in the room, or my voice, or something from outside, all should deepen your sense of relaxation and calm. For example, a couple of the things I can hear in my immediate environment are the ticking of an electrical analog clock on the wall, and the slight hum of the boiling kettle. It's a rhythmic bubbling sound from the water coming to a boil within. No whistle on this one, just you have to mind it and pay attention to when it boils, otherwise it will boil over. And the sound of my own breathing, and those are the only apparent ambient sounds around me, and each one of them can add to deeper levels of relaxation if I so choose at this time. Taking a deep breath. Hold for a moment. And again, command yourself to relax. Deeper levels of relaxation. Contemplation inwardly of the card 13. Death, transformation, metamorphosis. The memento mori. Mephistopheles. And let's go a little deeper. As you contemplate that imagery of the death card, closing your eyes, fall into total darkness, the ultimate dark night of the soul, death beyond death. The ending, rebirth, and transformation involved. The death is a symbol of endings, rebirth, and transition. The 13th card of the major arcana comes at the end of one life phase and marks the beginning of another, time for meaningful transformation. It's natural to feel a swell of emotion as certain aspects of your life come to an end. Before turning the page, take time to pay respect to the passing of an era. Then welcome the emerging change and look forward with hope and trust as you walk into the next phase of your life. The death card also encourages you to welcome the emerging change with open arms and an open heart. As you move forward, do so with hope and trust. Trust in the wisdom of life's cycles, knowing that even as one door closes, another opens, and the next phase holds the promise of new experiences, growth, and opportunities. Experience the transformation, for it is through these cycles that we truly come alive. Take a few moments to enjoy the ambient sounds and natural rhythmic breathing, contemplating the imagery and message of the tarot card, Memento Mori, the death card. You can take another deep breath, hold for a moment, and relax. Enjoying the sensation of deep relaxation and contemplating the major arcana, the 13th plate, the card of death. A symbol of endings, rebirth, and transition. Imagine, if you will, standing at the top of that ancient stone staircase leading down into the darkness, 10 steps down to deeper relaxation and the door of your astral temple. Reach out with your foot, whichever one you like, left or right, stepping forward and down onto the 9th step of deeper relaxation. Going down further, stepping down to 8th step and 7th, resting for a moment to contemplate the deep relaxation in front of you and the opportunity for powerful internal 3-dimensional visualization of your interior space. The ancient stone stairway leading down into the darkness, standing firm on the 7th step down, and then the 6th. Going down further, your 6th step. The 5th step, getting deeper relaxation. Powerful energy in the visualization sphere of the inner eye. Holding the handrail if you prefer, surrounded by the fathomless cavern, the gas lamp lit, illumined corridor of that ancient stone staircase leading down the 4th and 3rd steps. Taking a breath, anticipating the deepest relaxation, and the platform on which stands the door into your astral temple. 2nd step, reaching down for the 1st step, and finally, the platform. Relax your shoulders, drop a little, sink into deep relaxation. The door is before you, with all of the symbology of Scorpio. The 13 perhaps in the top. Maybe your door is made of wood and banded in brass or copper. Seeing other imagery, the death's head emblazoned on the door in front of you. The symbol for Pluto or Mars, the symbol of Scorpio. The symbol of the water element, all on the door in front of you, standing before it, contemplating it. Imagine its size and dimension to you, its materials, its perspective, the type of handle that is on the door. Realize that beyond this door is the ruling house, the 8th ruling house of the zodiac, the house of intimacy. Reach out now, relax, and take the door handle in either hand. It opens in either direction. It is up to you. Try to intuit. Which hand do you reach out with? Where's the doorknob? How do you open it? Does it swing in from left or right? Or does it swing out from left or right? Are you reaching your left hand to the right of your body to grab the doorknob, which would be on the left side of the door, facing, if you're facing out? Or your right hand? Or does your left hand do something else? Contemplate the material of your clothing around you, your robe. What type of robe are you dressed in? Certain color, fabric, other accoutrements that accompany you as you enter into your astral temple. Contemplate those things which lie beyond the imagery of the death card and your double cubed obsidian altar with the 4 tools of the magician sitting on top of it. Prepare yourself to enter. Take a deep breath and breathe rhythmically, naturally, as you contemplate opening the door to your astral temple. Take another relaxing, invigorating breath as you prepare to open the door to your astral temple. As you swing open the door, you see your altar before you. You circle around towards the center of the room where it sits. To the left of it, circumvent behind, standing east behind your altar, looking toward the east, and on the east wall is a window adorned however you like. To your right, on the right side of the room, is a fireplace. Windows on the left, on the south side, the south of the building also. As you look and shift your perception to the west side of your temple, there are fountains of water flowing over stone. And as you shift your perspective to the north, there's a verdant garden with herbs and whatever else you want growing in it. It's an endless garden. All directions are endless in their ability to produce the given elements of spring, summer, autumn, and winter. Transitions. Stand behind your altar, take a deep breath and relax. Fatigued by the flashing of the wheel of life, I sank to earth and shut my eyes, but it seemed to me that the wheel kept turning before me, and that the four creatures continued sitting in the clouds and reading their books. Suddenly, on opening my eyes, I saw a gigantic rider on a white horse, dressed in black armor, with a black helmet and a black plume. A skeleton's face looked out from under the helmet. One bony hand held a large, black, slowly wavering banner, and the other held a black bridle ornamented with skulls and bones. And wherever the white horse passed, night and death followed. Flowers withered, leaves dropped. The earth covered itself with a white shroud. Graveyards appeared. Towers, castles, and cities were destroyed. Kings, in the full splendor of their fame and their power, beautiful women loved and loving, high priests invested by power from God, innocent children, when they saw the white horse, all fell on their knees before him, stretched out their hands in terror and despair, and fell down to rise no more. Afar, behind two towers, the sun sank. A deadly cold enveloped me. The heavy hooves of the horse seemed to step on my breast, and I felt the world sink into an abyss. But all at once, something familiar, but faintly seen and heard, seemed to come from the measured step of the horse. A moment more, and I heard his steps, the movement of the wheel of life. An illumination entered me, and, looking at the receding rider and the descending sun, I understood that the part of life consists of the steps of the horse of death. The sun sinks at one point and rises at another. Each moment of its motion is a descent at one point and an ascent at another. I understood that it rises while sinking and sinks while rising, and that life, in coming to birth, dies, and in dying comes to birth. Yes, said the voice. The sun does not think of its going down and coming up. What does it know of the earth, of the coming and going observed by men? It goes its own way, over its own orbit, and round an unknown center. Life, death, rising and falling. Do you not know that all these things are thoughts and dreams and fears of the fool? Sitting again in deep relaxation, contemplating the words of the sage. Relax and reflect. And welcome back. You can retire from your astral altar, walk back out to the platform, always closing the door behind you, but not looking back up the staircase leading to return to the waking world. Remember that you can always return here anytime you like, to your astral temple, your inner landscape, and enjoy all of the treasures that lie within your innermost sanctuary, the sanctum sanctorum. We'll count down from 5 to 1 and return to the waking world. Up the lit staircase, back to where you are now, returning, becoming more aware. Take a deep breath. 5. Relax, feeling invigorated. 4. Wiggle your fingers and toes, adjusting your body slightly. 3. Preparing to open your eyes and enjoying the enforced imagery that you learned of the 13th card of the Major Arcana. 2. Opening your eyes, feeling fully awake now. 1. Mind returning to your immediate environment, feeling invigorated, feeling renewed, feeling awake and ready to face your day with the new arcanum of the tarot. And thank you for participating. Thank you for stopping by, everyone. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone. I hope you enjoy your holiday. Make sure you join me on the 100-day challenge if you enjoy that kind of thing. 2 a year at each equinox. So the next 100-day challenge will be coming up at the spring equinox. This one is in its 8th week for me. Make sure you guys hit the likes and subscribes, all that fun stuff. You can find the course content at the coffee page. And I will finish with the invocation of total integration. As Israel Regardi said in the Garden of Pomegranates, invoke often, inflame yourself with prayer. Never forget that those who know do not speak, and those who speak do not actually know. Invocation of total integration for your edification and enjoyment. Heaven and earth are spontaneous manifestations of the subtle, wondrous, universal law. As the original oneness expresses itself, gross and subtle energies become distinctly divided. Our bodily caves, brightly illuminated by the mysterious light from the 3 Dantian bridge points leading to immortality. The powerful spirits of the 8 directions conjoin your being with the true origin of life. By the absolute order of the divine Ling Bao in the highest 9th heaven, send the positive energies of Qianluo, Danna, Dunkan, and Taishuan to destroy our spiritual obstacles and debilitate any evil influence. This order is given by the highest sovereignty. It is a jade oracle from the subtle origin. I invoke with strong sincerity to drive away the demons and evils and lengthen my healthy years. The attained spirits respond. The evil demon king, Mo Wang, is chained to stand as our guardian servant. The powerful atmosphere has been generated, dispersing all negativity. The Qi of Tao is everlasting. So it is commanded and confirmed. So mote it be. All right, amen. Good magic. Remember, O neophyte, goodness alone is power, silence is strength, will regaineth omnipotence, and love lieth at the foundation. Until next time, ad astra, per aspera, wayfarer, and keep doing good magic.